Alright, this is Mr. Gillum, and today we're going to be working backwards with formulas. So they might give us the area, and we have to actually come up with the radius, or the length, or the width. Okay? And so the first example here says the area of a rectangle is 24 square centimeters. If the length is 8, what's the width? So it's important to know what they're asking us. We need to know what is the width. So specifically, the formula for the area of a triangle would be the area equals the length times the width. Well, we do know some of the stuff. We know that the area is 24 square centimeters, and we know the length is 8 centimeters. So if we know this information, let's plug in what we do know into our formula. For A, I'm going to put in 24. For L, I'm going to put in 8. And what I don't know is W, and that's what it's asking us. What is the width? Well, I just have this nice easy equation here with a variable and two numbers. If I see 8 times W, I could divide both sides by 8 to get W all by itself. The width must be 3 centimeters. Make sure we're labeling our answers. All right, so easy enough. Let's do another one. The area of a trapezoid is 50 square feet. If the bases measure 15 and 10 feet, what is the height? Well, I guess first things first, we need to know what the formula for an area of a trapezoid is. And we haven't talked about this yet, but we know the area of a trapezoid is the height of the trapezoid times the first base plus the second base, all divided by 2. So it says the area is 50 square feet. It says each base measures 15 and 10. So the first base is 15, the second base is 10. What is the height? The height's what we don't know. So let's plug in everything we know into the equation here. We know the area is 50. We'll put 50 in for A, equals the height, what we don't know, times the sum of the bases, 15 plus 10, all divided by 2. Okay, ooh, this is a hard problem. 50 equals the height times 25 over 2. Well, if I want to get the height all by itself, I see this is divided by 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. 100 equals 25h. And then I divide by both sides, 25, and I know that h equals 4. And I know we're talking about feet, so I'm going to say 4 feet. All right, so we're just solving equations today using the information that we already know. We're working backwards. So the circumference of a circle is 43.96. What is the length of the radius? Okay, we're looking for the length of the radius. Well, the circumference of a circle we know is pi times diameter, but there's no radius in this formula. So really what I'm going to say is circumference is 2 times pi times r. This is the equation that I want to use for circumference because we're trying to find the radius. We know that the circumference is 43.96. We don't know the length of the radius, and that's what we're trying to find out. So if I plug in what I do know into this equation, 43.96 should equal 2 times pi times the radius, which we don't know, r. So now remember, pi can be replaced with 3.14, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. 2 times 3.14 times r, or 43.96 equals 6.28 times r, and I can divide both sides by 6.28. And it looks like the radius is going to equal 7, in this case, inches. All right, so today what we're doing is we're just solving for, we're working backwards to solve for a length of a radius or a base or a height, just depending on the problem. And you know what, let's finish up the rest in class. That's all for today.